It'd be kind of cool if we all had a seizure by the end of it.
Welcome to the Alumni Podcast.
Good way to start talking about seizures. I love it.
I'm gonna restart this shit. Karim,
No, Jim, keep it. What are you doing?
recording. It's recording.
All right, start, Jim. Start.
welcome to the Alumni Podcast, the best podcast you've ever seen in your entire life. We have the quote unquote passport bro that I've deemed him from the lost episode. Tyler, do you know any passport bros?
This is going to be an interesting episode because Karim has probably traveled one of the most of any of my friends. And Jim's like never been out of the U.S. So this is a good mix. And these are my two best friends. So couldn't be more opposite in their, search for travel in other countries. So it'll be a good one for sure.
I agree. It's going to be a good one. We'll see you right after this intro.
We the alumni, ripping it up while you were gun shy. Running back, reincarnated, graduated and elevated. Past lives of fast times from our high school and beyond education. Take a listen, nostalgia's never distant. No disses on this track, we handle our business. NBA, JD, DPT, we got the stack. Hey Jim, it's time to bring our classmates back.
Perfect.
Now we are back, and Karim, I have a surprise for you, man. I'm actually going to do this segment first, Tyler.
All right.
I found your photo, man, but it's from our graduation year, 2010.
Right.
So I found this little Karim guy over here. I'm going to put my finger on it, and that's him.
I had the hair. That's when I had the hair.
The long hair. If you see his is it your driver's license? That's just insane.
I have a normal license now. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, I was hoping to keep that forever, but like the government wouldn't let me.
Dude, the government's like, we can't handle that much hair on one dude. We got to shut that down.
Yeah.
And I had no idea you had that much hair. That's pretty crazy.
Right. Did you just find it out like right now?
Yeah. Like I don't even remember that in high school. I really don't. But see, lead them in, man.
All right, man. So kind of a quick way to start the show again is a quick 1 to 10. 10 being the most magical experience of your life, 1 being just miserable every single day. What would you rate your Santa Monica High School experience?
I mean, kind of both. Like, I mean, there were some cool things. I got to become really good friends with you, like in stats class and Tipper. That was cool. I was absent like a lot, like on most Mondays. So like,
Most Mondays.
that was kind of nice. I think I don't think I liked high school that much. I feel like I liked college a lot better. That's like when I really started to get into my own. I would say it was mid, but I did appreciate getting to know you better. I would say like average 5, some 10, some 1s.
Okay, so we're saying maybe I don't know 6, 7, thrown in the middle in there. I like that mid. It's just mid. Everything's mid about it. That's what the kids are saying these days. I love that.
Okay, we definitely got that.
College was busting, but like high school was kind of
Dude, high school sucked. I agree. Actually, I don't know if it totally sucked. This is like I think I rated it like a 6 on a high note, 6.5 maybe.
Right, that's pretty.
But I don't know. Yeah, but that's pretty mid. Someone rated it a 9 though.
Really? Is that like pretty common?
No, completely uncommon.
Okay. Wait, Tyler, what would you rate it?
I was like high 6s, I think 6.8 or 6.9, something like that. But there's getting better towards the end for sure. Yeah. Junior, senior year. But
all right, we're ready for the hot seat now. Tyler, lead him in, man.
You got to play Daydreaming there. Jim, hit him with the beat. And then, so 7 questions. We've added a couple. We had you again quite a while ago, and we had to revamp the episode because we lost that file. So, new segment, but it's going to be a lot of fun. You can pass 2 of these questions, 2 hall passes at any given moment if it's too hot to handle, but do your best here. Most guests run straight through. So, first one is going to be, who is your high school crush? And did you ever shoot your shot?
I've had a few, and I feel like I've shot some of them. I can't remember it. Weirdly enough, I can't remember the ones I shot.
Okay.
But I had a few. I feel like it changed year to year.
Okay.
I shot some of them. I didn't hit.
Okay. Not little shots. Just like attempt.
Yeah.
Little attempts. Hinted at stuff maybe that you liked them, but never anything going. Okay. Fair enough. And then question 2: who did you have beef with, or just didn't have a good vibe around in high school?
Okay. There's a. I kind of had like a weird bully. This is Christian something, and he would randomly just punch my arm, like just randomly, just randomly in class. I'm like, it was like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So
not in like a lovingly kind of like fun way, just kind of like a dick way.
Kind of a dick way, yeah.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
This is instigating condemned. This is like...
I know, we're trying to get some old beef like riled up here. It's kind of fun. Most people, this may be the toughest question on the hot seat, because most people are like, but it's been 14 years or whatever, so like, you know, you can say what you want to say. Right.
Oh no, wait, the beef one is the toughest one?
This has been a tough one for guests. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Question 3: did you drink or do drugs in high school, and then why or why not?
I think I got drunk for the first time in high school, and I like that. Drugs, not really. I don't know. I smoked weed in high school,
Right.
and like I didn't really like that too much, but like very minimal stuff. Just tried it a couple of times.
Okay. What was the first beer that you had? Do you remember the brand?
It wasn't a beer. It was Smirnoff Ice. I had 3 of them and got pretty.
Ooh. You weighed like $110 in high school, so that would knock the shit out of you. Yeah.
This is. I'm like, oh, so this is what it is. I like it.
Yeah. This guy went straight for the hard stuff. I respect that, Karim.
Dude, that's free advertising for Smirnoff Ice, man.
That's right. If they want to sponsor the show, we're about that Smirnoff life, dude. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Question 4: are you currently north or south of a 6-figure income?
Oh, south. Yeah.
South. Okay. Even with your comedian shit, I mean, this guy's getting some gigs. We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
I'm getting a solid occasional three-figure income with that shit every now and then.
Yeah, occasional 3-figure. Fuck yeah. This is gonna be good, because we're gonna run this podcast back in 10 years. You're gonna be selling out Madison Square Garden and all that shit, like on that Tom Minaj tip. I'm like, dude, Kareem's gonna blow up one of these days. I fucking know it. So we're gonna laugh, dude. We're gonna laugh. We'll come back here.
Yeah.
Question 5: as of this podcast, is your investment portfolio larger than your student loan debts?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't have any debt, so
no debt, dude. Nice.
Solid,
I guess you went to SMC. You kind of did the smart route.
Yeah, I took my time and graduated late, community college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't have to worry too much about that.
Okay. Are you a stock market guy? Do you have any investments?
Oh, just real basic shit, just like VTI.
Like GameStop and shit? Yeah.
Yeah, I went hard. I went hard on AMC. I bought a single share of that. I bought like $5 worth of Doge.
Nice, Doge.
Yeah, it's doing
all
fantastic.
Right. Kareem's going index funds. I respect that. This man knows how to do that.
Investments, controlled, not putting his money into random shit coins. So good job.
This guy gambles with his career in comedian shit, but he does not, gamble in the market. I respect that. I mean,
we'll find out 10 years from now, like Doge is gonna be, I don't know, through the
maybe. Yeah.
Probably.
It could. Let's see. Question 6: what was your most embarrassing or awkward high school moment that you can recall?
Okay, so there was one moment I probably had a lot, but like there's one moment that was funny. It was in Tipper's class, and so with high school I really didn't like I was at this place where it was like, at that point I knew I wanted to go to SMC.
Okay.
And if you want to go to SMC, most of your classes in high school don't really affect your chances of going into like a good school or not.
Right.
So I was really like kind of target when it comes to high school.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as you went to I was gonna go to SMC, I would like kind of ditch class a lot, and like I would just kind of skip Mondays a lot.
Right.
So in stats, Tipper pulled me aside and he's like, "Hey, so there's been 13 Mondays and you've been here for 2 of them." So just like, statistically speaking, you know,
Hit him with his stats. Your T scores are very below the Z score,
Yeah,
Kareem. That's what I'm
exactly,
trying to say. Yeah. Damn. I'm trying to get Tipper on this damn show. I need to reach out one more time. He promised me he would be on, so I'm gonna have him on. And then when I ask him who you had beef with in high school, he's gonna say Kareem DAMJI. He's gonna be like, "That motherfucker never came to Mondays. I beef with that guy a lot." Yeah. It's gonna be full circle. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Last question in the hot seat here, man. You're doing good. You have not passed a single one. Did you have your first kiss in high school? And if so, name some names for the pod.
I didn't. No, I had my first kiss when I was 19.
Okay. I'm a late bloomer too, dog. 18. Yeah.
Did you was that in high school or was that after?
After. It was the summer after. Yeah.
Or like
with someone from high school, but after, yeah. It was after we kind of met in grad night and that kind of thing. So speaking of grad night, Jim's about to take you to the Wayback Machine, and he's going to try to remix it a little bit because you were 1 year below us. So his dates might be off, but do your best.
Like, my dates might be off, but I'm always on point, guys. So let's just see if I got this correctly. Your principal was Dr. Hugo Pedroza, and if your graduation was anything like us, it happened in June of 2011. By this time, me and Tyler are long gone. You're the big man on campus, bro. You're the big dog. Everyone knows it.
Big hair,
super long yellow shirt, probably still circulating somehow. And you're not a passport bro yet. You're not a passport bro yet, but you're on your way. All right. You'll achieve that status in high regard soon. You go to grad night. You walk across stage, everyone's super proud of you. Brown parents, I know for certain, are super proud of you when you walk across the stage. They're thinking, hey, my son might be a future doctor or lawyer or engineer, retire me early, that's how it is, right? Me and Kareem know we're trying to tell Tyler that this is really how it is.
Retire me. Hashtag retire me.
Yep.
The whole thing happens. You go to grad night, you enjoy yourself. And that next morning, which is actually like it ends at 5 a.m, so maybe like the day after that, who knows? You are a high school graduate. The rest of your life awaits. The whole premise of this podcast, everything that we work through, is geared towards finding out people's paths after high school. So we want to take you from that time all the way to how you got into this seat talking to us right now. And the floor is yours.
Shit. So just like everything that happened in the meantime, right?
Everything. Yeah. Hit us with like a good 10 minutes.
That morning I watched Shrek and fell asleep in the middle of that. I don't remember a lot after that. I don't know. Yeah, I was very tired that morning.
Solid.
Solid.
I definitely remember watching Shrek, and then I knew. So yeah, I knew I was gonna go to SMC, and then save money, and I knew I was gonna live at home when I was doing that. But I still kind of wanted to have that like college experience. And so I did kind of like a gap year, and I ended up traveling in Thailand, and I spent like a year traveling, and that was cool because like rent was like $50 a month at the time. So did kind of like a gap year, and then just like general, I don't know, general education stuff at Santa Monica College. That was really fun. Mm-hmm. I kind of always knew that I wanted to be a dietitian. So did that. Yeah, I did that, and then just it was pretty straightforward. Like, yeah, I just kind of became a dietitian, and then traveled a little bit in the meantime, here and there. Yeah.
Always
Solid.
Thailand or whereabouts?
So yeah, the first time I went, I'm kind of like I'm a little bit ashamed to admit this, but like the first time I went, I was like, all right, I'm going to Thailand because like I don't know, I like Muay Thai. I want to train there. But I wanted to do some volunteering while I was there. But like I had
Mm.
no skills. I was 19, so I'm like I just showed up
Yeah.
to like some orphanage from like with no skills. Um, so it was kind of weird, but like the good thing that happened is I went to Mesa, which like Tyler, you've been there.
Yeah.
They have like a lot of my closest friends live there. So like what came out of that trip was just meeting some of my best friends. And like since then, any chance I get, I keep going back there. Like I just came back there recently, and like for the last probably like 12-ish years or so, I've just been going back there as soon like as often as I can. Um, and so it feels like I've kind of had two lives, like one life there, one life
Mm.
here. Um, but then in the meantime, on this like over here, I've been like, yeah, just like I don't know, but did school, got a degree in nutrition, and then got another one, and then just been a dietitian now.
Solid.
Yeah. That's
So
awesome.
you went from SMC and then you transferred where?
I went to Cal State Northridge, and then I
Cal-
did both my degrees there.
Solid. So what are all your degrees that you have?
I have one like my bachelor's. It's in nutrition, but like weirdly enough, nutrition was part of this weird thing called like family and consumer sciences in Northridge. It's basically like the modern version of home ec. So like my bachelor's has kind of been like home ec, like family and consumer sciences, but it's like basically home ec with an emphasis in nutrition. And
Mm,
then did a dietetic internship there, and then master's in human nutrition.
solid. And when you finished CSUN, did you go straight to work as a dietitian, or did you take like some time off?
Yeah, yeah. So the cool thing is like I was able to work as a dietitian while I was doing my master's. So that's how I was able to get out without debt. Because like at that time, you didn't need a master's to be a dietitian. You just needed
Mhm.
like the internship. So I finished my internship and then finished my master's. So I was able, and like that was like COVID. So like during that time, I was able to work full time and then just take night classes online. And so it just kind
Solid.
of paid for it. Yeah.
That's super solid. And then you finished your master's, and then you entered into the workforce, like full time.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I was working full time like during my last year of my master's program.
Solid.
That was like 2018, or sorry, late 2019,
That was like 2020.
2020. Okay.
Yeah. Before that, I was like, yeah. So before that, I was working like part time during my bachelor's as a trainer, and then I did another gap year in Mesa, and that time I was doing like research. I was doing like research in Thailand for like a year. Came back to my master's.
That's
Okay.
super. And then like what's the landscape of you spending time in Santa Monica, LA area, and then like switching to Thailand, and then I think you're in Vietnam now.
Dude, no, now I'm back. I'm back.
No, no,
I've been back for like a month and a half.
okay, for sure, for sure. I just saw it on Instagram. I didn't really know.
Dude, no, I just yeah, I've been so that my girlfriend is doing research in Vietnam, and like
Solid.
I at like prior to that, I was working at as a nursing home consultant,
Mhm.
and I didn't like that, and I always wanted to work remote, so I was
Mm,
like, it was like kind of like that 8 Mile moment where it's like it's your shot, quit your job,
yeah.
try to make it actually happen, because like
Yeah,
rent's cheap. I had money saved up, so I'm like, let me see if I can actually get it. Like I knew what I always wanted. Like I never wanted to work like full time in person. I kind of want to do the whole like remote thing. And so I
Mhm.
was like, all right, I'm gonna put 6 months into it. If I come back with something like enough to get started, cool. If not, then I'll just try and find another job.
Mhm. You
So
know,
yeah,
it's good.
I just came back like a month ago.
Welcome back, man. So here's the thing. Like when me and Tyler started our careers, and we talked about this on this pod many times. We freaking hated that shit, man. It was really high stress. They put a lot of pressure on the young guns and try to get you to assimilate into systems that your inclination is almost to like resist it. So then usually people jump around so they find like somewhere that they can mesh in. It's kind of like
Yeah.
basketball when you put in like a player and you have to build a team around that player who's your
Yeah.
superstar. Like it sounds like you kind of like felt that same initial resistance that me and Tyler felt like in your career. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think I felt that in high school. Like there's something about like something about the monotony of like that same schedule every day going in person. Like something about that I just like it's not super spoiled. It is a super spoiled thing to say, but like uh I'd rather not. I'd rather not do that. So like
Mm-hmm.
that was kind of always in the back of my mind whenever I was working. Is
Yeah.
like honestly like even before I was working, like while I was in high school, it's like I kind of I don't know if I want to do that. So when I was like I started working full time like after like during my master's degree, and like it was actually a pretty chill job. Like it was comfortable, but like it was so comfortable where it's like I could easily spend 30 years here and like grow old here, but it was just comfortable enough but not fulfilling enough. You know what I mean? It was like
Yeah.
that's where it's like you could be there and make a good living, but spend a decent amount of time just kind of bored in meetings.
Yeah, exactly. And then your inclination was to absolutely resist that mundane lifestyle and to kind of join and do some pretty interesting things that I haven't thought of doing. And it sounds like Muay Thai, it sounds like stand up, and it sounds like, you know, traveling to Thailand and doing cool shit. I don't know. Talk a little bit about that because people are not bold enough to take those steps, Kareem.
No, dude, I mean like I don't know. Like Muay Thai is just like that's just like a kind of like a casual thing, and that's like one of the things that like brought me to Thailand because like I like it, but like like I haven't done any fights or anything like that. It's just something that I like, but I liked
Right.
it enough where it helped me decide on Thailand when I was 19.
For sure.
Thailand, I think that like partially it was kind of a financial thing where it's like, hey, I could afford to live here for a year, and like try some Muay Thai. So it was more just like that. It was more I don't know. That was more just like here is me having a college experience or like my version of a college experience.
Yeah.
But that obviously like kind of changed the rest of like it just kind of meeting all your friends there and stuff that just kind of like I made some of the best friends I've ever had there, so like I of course I'm gonna keep going back. And like
That's solid.
yeah and then stand up, that was like kind of a recent thing. I think like uh I don't know, maybe like you might know this as well, Tyler. Like a lot of our hobbies are like kind of physical, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it is kind of nice to have like a creative outlet when you're
Right.
just kind of tired at home or like bored. So like like poetry for you. I just saw
Yep.
like that the intro. That's cool. I just noticed that you
Oh, thanks,
I
man.
haven't seen. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that was a little unique little verse there. So appreciate that, of course.
Yeah. So I mean like I don't know, like that's something you can do like kind of it doesn't take a lot of physical energy, but it's something where it's just like it's something you can do like when you're just chilling at home. Like just like a creative outlet. And
Yeah,
I don't
Jim
think
got really into chess. So Jim also has, kind of that academic, intuition about like hobbies. And I think it's good to have, like you said, a physical hobby, an intellectual or like creative hobby, different, types of things. I think that's really a well-rounded person.
Yeah.
intellectual not so much. Like I don't got that yet. I'm still like I still need to like learn and read and stuff like that, but
Right.
I get kind of like I don't have the attention span to read, but like one day.
If you listen to an audiobook, do you say that you read that book? That's a polarizing
Yeah,
thing.
that's a very good question. Wait, so was that one of your questions that you had like on the other podcast? Because that's a good question.
No, but that I'm curious to hear what both of you say. If someone says they listened to an audiobook and they read it, do you like judge them or are you like that's cool?
If they say they read a book and I find out that they just listened to it, for at least I judge him a little bit, just for like a split second.
Okay.
Like, yeah, just a little bit.
Just a
Here's
little
the thing. I say that I read it if I listen to the audiobook, and it's because I don't have the liberty of time to open up a book, go, touch it, feel it, read
Yeah.
it slowly, and just like absorb it. Like I'm on the go. You know what I mean? I'm listening to it in my car. When I get some downtime at work, I can probably like put my headphones in or something. So that's why I say I read it. When I read it, I mean I absorbed it. I don't mean like I actually read it.
That's a classic like lawyer liar move right there. You're just such a lawyer, dude. Like, stop. Like I'm gonna subpoena your ass, dude. I'm gonna subpoena your ass for not reading books, bro. Yeah. You probably didn't read any of your law books.
Actually, I had to read those. I did have to read those.
What was that, Karim?
Like no, like absorb is such a cooler verb. Like to just be like
Yeah, I didn't read the book. I absorbed it. I literally digested that shit. I'm gonna use that from now on. Like I absorbed. It's in my small intestine right now. Okay, like that's where the knowledge is. Yeah.
Literally gonna shit out the letters later. Okay.
I'm gonna use that. I do like that. I don't read. I absorb books.
Yeah.
I had to lawyer it somehow.
Yeah.
That's legit.
We found some good understanding. This is I was expecting to get into like a debate or something, but no, this is. Wait, Tyler, do you judge or what do you think of?
I judge for sure. I criticize those people to their face, like in the moment. Yeah, I stopped the conversation and I said, "Did you actually read the book? Did you hold a physical book?" I give the Kindles a pass. You can do Kindles. I'm with the team Kindle. Okay, I give that a hard pass. Totally legit. But if you listen to that, I'm gonna smack you. Like I'm gonna smack you to your face. At least.
What if you absorb it though?
If you said you absorbed it, then I'll give you a pass too. Like just don't say you read it, because that reading is a specific thing. But absorbing it is totally different. You can absorb stuff through your ears. That's legit. Yeah.
You can't read with multiple tabs open.
Right. No
True.
way. No way.
Too distracting.
Absorb it. Yeah.
Absorb.
Okay. So let's say that I'm a young 19-year-old and I got some time, Kareem. Like I found some time somehow, and I want to go to Thailand. Like give me like a good synopsis of what I should expect, what's cool about it, what sucks about it, and like how you should do it properly.
Yeah, so like a lot of my experience is Thailand because I didn't travel that much. I spent most of my time in this one town. And that town was on the border of Burma, and like it was just as much a Burmese town as it was a Thai town. So it was like I would say go to that town because that town's cool. Go to Mesa, it's cool. And then if you go there, try Burmese food, try like all the Burmese salads. As far as Thailand itself, I honestly I haven't traveled that much within Thailand. Like I've yeah, I don't know. Like in terms of like I think no matter what you're like into, you can find like an out there. Look, let's say you were 19. Like what were you into when you were 19?
I don't know, Lil Wayne.
He thought he was gonna be on the Clippers.
I was gonna be on the Clippers or some other shit. Okay,
you could honestly probably find like I don't know if Lil Wayne would be in Thailand at the time, but
World tour. He's in Mayspot, just chilling, dude. Yeah. He's at an orphanage.
I'm going nowhere with that. You can't really do too much as Lil Wayne. I can't personalize your tour with Lil Wayne.
Do you think there's outsized benefits to traveling younger though, like at 19, or like what are your thoughts on when people should travel, or because you have no money at 19. Should you wait till you're 30 when you have more of a realistic chance of having a longer, better vacation, or when should you travel?
So I got lucky because I was in a commercial when I was younger, so I had money saved up from that commercial. I was like 11. I was 11 or like no 10, or I don't know. I was young, but like
right.
I had money saved up from that commercial, and that's what I used when I was 19.
Wait, what commercial were you in?
So like I was in a commercial it was like a combination of HP computers and Fender guitars, and it wasn't until I was older that I realized that the commercial was insulting us. Um,
Oh.
Basically, like they had me play guitar for like 2 seconds, and the end of the commercial is just saying that like HP computers are so good they can make even these guys sound good.
Mm.
So it's like I didn't realize at the time, but then like watching that commercial later, I was like, yo, what the fuck?
I mean, you're laughing all the way to the bank though,
Yeah,
so that's what matters.
yeah,
Like you got the paycheck. They can make fun of me as long as they put money in my bank account. That's fine.
Dude,
no, it was worth
HP can call me a dipshit for money. I don't
Right. HP, if you want to sponsor the pod and just like do an ad campaign trashing me and Jim, we're in for it. Like honestly, we're in for that.
I would reach out to them just to see if they could like verbally
Yeah.
That's awesome.
just some
Just-
yeah.
We're HP is so good they could turn trash ass Jim and Tyler into great podcasters. I'd be in for that. I'd be in for that.
Yeah.
I would promote the shit out of them.
I would promote it. Yeah, I'm not above it.
Well, that's
Okay.
cool though. So you ended up in a commercial. It was a little low key, a little insulting. That's cool. So that set you off on good grounds, kind of.
So like that, I had money saved up just from that. So that's what I was able to kind of live on, like when I was traveling when I was 19. So like
Mhm.
I wouldn't have been able to travel if I didn't have that commercial. It's interesting because I can trace literally everything back in my life to one moment, and it was actually at Smash. It wasn't at SMO, but it was at Smash. There was this dude Evan. Do you remember Evan in Smash?
Was he in your grade or my grade?
I don't know.
Yeah. It was a small school, but I don't recognize it off the top of the head. No.
He was playing Nirvana. We're like gardening. He's playing Nirvana, and like I heard the song and I really liked it, but I didn't know what it was. So like he told me, like he introduced me to Nirvana, and then Nirvana made me want to start playing guitar. When I started playing guitar, I got that commercial. That commercial gave me the money to go to Thailand, and then like so on and so pretty much up until today. Like I can trace everything back.
Wow, dude.
Dang, shout out Evan, dude. We'll get him on the pod for sure, man. That's wild.
I was 8 when that happened, and I could trace everything back to that moment.
What Nirvana song was it?
It was Lithium, and then also Smells Like Teen Spirit. Like I heard both of those, and yeah, I had them stuck in my head, and I just didn't know like who they were until that moment.
Okay.
So you started playing the guitar, and then how'd you end up doing the commercial? Like, what were the connecting pieces?
Yes, there's another dude from Smash, Dakota, I think. Yeah, Dakota.
I remember Dakota. Yeah.
So he was, I think he was like an actor at the time, and like, he helped get me he like introduced me to it, and like,
Cool.
yeah, he kind of helped me that happen.
This is as an elementary school kid, kind of, or
Yeah, it's back in elementary school.
dang, that's crazy, man. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah,
It's like
dude.
everything back to that.
Right. That's huge.
Did you ever want to do like any more commercials or like acting after that, or no?
No, but I did want. I like the money. The money was cool, but like I think like I mean I wasn't like an actor or anything like that, and like I don't think there's that many commercials that like that like wanted like a guitar thing. I think it was just like kind of a cool thing that just happened once, like that, like just the circumstances, just worked.
That's freaking awesome, man.
If I gave you a guitar right now, could you play Smells Like Teen Spirit or no?
So it's like F, and then you go underneath it.
Nice. This guy's playing mine guitar on the pod right now.
Yeah,
I respect that.
You go underneath the A string.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's legit. That's legit. All right, we're gonna hit you with the new segment right now. Let's call it the job deep dive here. So we're just adding a bunch of new stuff just for Karim. We're like, Karim's coming on. We're adding a bunch of segments. This is what's happening right now. So this is kind of a little bit like a hot seat related to jobs, because people on this pod are trying to ask us like, what's the utility of us just talking to Samo people, right? And we're like, it's kind of bigger than that, it's really about just people's lives, what they've learned. So the pod is really for anybody. Everybody's got jobs, and you're a very employable person, even though you keep trying to go to Thailand and stuff. So taking gaps in your resume, whatever. So this is gonna be you might be my least employable friend, Karim, but it's fine because, like, I don't know, you're a wild man, and it's great. So this is a job deep dive where we want to like get the inside scoop about nutrition, dietetics. Like, do they work in clinics? How many work remote? What's the expected pay range? Like, who's your boss? Like, what are the good things, the bad things? What's your day to day when you open your eyes to when you go to sleep? What does the life of a nutritionist look like, or dietitian?
Yeah. So like right now, I'm just starting a couple different things. Like right now, kind of balancing between 3 different telehealth platforms, and I'm just starting that right now. So that's like brand new for the last month, and that's awesome. I could just set my schedule, work kind of whenever I want.
Okay.
And it's kind of everything I wanted. But it wasn't always like that. So nutrition, basically, like, they just changed it now. So in order to be a dietitian, you need a master's degree, and you need a dietetic internship. So it's like a year-long, like, rotation. There's a bunch of clinical things, and then you need to pass the test, and then you're a dietitian. So as I guess just like for like a general audience, that's like the difference between like a dietitian and a nutritionist. Like literally anyone could be a nutritionist. You could just like, you could just call yourself a nutritionist. But that's what a dietitian, like, that's like the standards for dietitian.
Okay.
Most dietitians want to like do nutrition counseling, but end up working in a hospital. And that's the hard part, is avoiding that for me. Some people really like it and they like really thrive like working inpatient in a hospital.
Right.
And what that ends up looking like is you're looking at all the same variables the doctor looks at. You're looking at all the same labs, depending on specialty. But the only intervention you're able to do is just like nutritional. And if you're in a hospital, it's like recommend that the doctor changes their diet order, change their tube feeding order, change their their IV feeding order, or like give them a supplement.
Okay.
And it's not like, I don't know, I feel like if you're looking at all the same values, and you might as well just be a doctor at that point. That's like kind of my take on it.
Okay.
But so I always like outpatient, and like outpatient is more like, it gets shit because it's less I don't know, like just, you're not looking at all the same labs that you are looking at like in a hospital. It's like easier as far as that's concerned.
Okay.
But there's a lot more like just relating to people. You're kind of like their food therapist, and that's the shit I like. So
food therapist, like they have some kind of eating disorder or what?
Not necessarily, but like there's a lot of psychology just behind like food,
Right.
and just like, I don't know, it basically, like, what I mean by that is, like, in order to counsel someone regarding their nutrition, like, you really have to learn a lot about their life. Like, you have to learn about like what kind of foods they like, like their family background, their like cultural background, what they can afford, their work schedule. Like, you have to learn so much about them just to like even have a conversation. And that's the kind of work I like doing.
Right.
Dude, that was such a bar. I changed the bottom of your name to food therapist because I never thought of that context in my entire life.
Oh,
that's so cool. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, people's whole, people identify, like, I don't know, nutrition and dietitian stuff is interesting because people are like, I'm a keto guy, I'm a carnivore, like people like attach identity to food. I don't know why with food we do that. Is it like it's a baseline I don't get that. Do you have any explanation for why we are so tribal?
I don't know. So like, on one hand, I kind of understand it only for vegetarians, because like for vegetarians, it's like there's ethical concerns, there might be religious reasons, like, so I get that. But like carnivore, for example, you're literally like, your identity is based around trolling vegetarians, which I respect. I'm petty, I like that. But it's kind of like I don't know. It's not like an ethical thing at that point. It's more just like
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. They'd probably also say that they read audiobooks if they're a carnivore. Like they suck. Like it's fine.
There's a particular personality that goes with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right. Like, and you can tell a lot about people's politics, like from what they eat. Like,
yeah.
like if someone tells me they eat a lot of plants, I can probably tell you who they voted for.
That's weird too. Yeah.
Who do you think
Yeah.
Liver King voted for?
It's probably a libertarian. It's probably a libertarian, I imagine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That would be an idea. I have no idea.
Gary
but I would
Johnson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I guess he's a Gary Johnson guy.
He's a Gary Johnson. That would be like a good like social media content, like rating people's politics based on their diets. That would like kind of it shows a picture and then you have to guess and then like it matches them or something. That'd be wild.
I mean, it's mostly me just stereotyping it, but like,
Yeah, it's just a stereotype channel. I mean, I'm not above it,
Yeah.
Dude, stereotypes are there for a reason, right?
Right.
Especially with
That's
identity.
right. Okay, that checks out. That checks out. And so, would you say most people? There's probably more people that are in person rather than remote. You're probably one of the select dietitians that do that, or what would you say the split is?
I think so. Like, there's some that are remote, but I know maybe like one who's
Okay.
remote. Most people work in a hospital. Very few even work outpatient. Most work clinical inpatient in a hospital. So
Okay.
even if there's just like an outpatient dietitian, even that's kind of rare for some reason. Which is like, to me, like that's kind of where most of the power of nutrition is like
Yeah.
like learning about their lives and like just kind of like helping people outside of that one hospital room. But like, yeah, and then remote, I'm like, if you're having a conversation with someone about nutrition, like why make them drive all the way to
Yeah,
why not
doesn't
in
make
their
sense.
kitchen? Like the quality isn't any worse.
Sure.
Makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah. Well, that was a
No,
good deep dive right there.
Yeah, that's pretty official. We do have a segment that I'm not going to be very good at because I didn't know Karim in high school. Met him afterwards because T brought us together. Very cool guy, I can vouch. But Tyler, what's your favorite memory of Karim?
I literally have so many memories with Kareem. Like it's insane. I do have a really good one, but yes, really good friends with Kareem since we went to Smash together. I've known him since first grade. So there's a lot I could say. My favorite memory is still the worst night of sleep that I've ever gotten at Top of the World in Santa Monica. We pitched a tent and we did like a little illegal camping out there. And we were on like a 30% grade. Our tent was just totally cattywampus or whatever you want to call it or whatever. And there was rocks. We didn't like clean off anything. And so I don't think I slept a minute that entire night. And that was like, this is probably the summer of like 2011 or summer of 2012, something like that. So quite a while back. But that night is still engraved in my brain of like the worst hiking camping trip night of sleep I've ever gotten by far. Yeah.
Honestly, same. I still remember that. Yeah, we walked. There's like Top of the World. We went to the back, and there was a bunch of like rocks. We went down the rocks. There's like a hill. Pitched a tent on the hill of all places, on a hill, and not just on a hill, like on a boulder on the hill, like, and the tent collapsed pretty quickly. And so in the middle of the night, we had a rope for some reason. I don't know, we had a rope.
Yeah.
We just ran the tent and dragged it through.
I would have rather hung myself at that point with the rope. Yeah, I was like, let's just end this because like our tent collapsed just going down the hill, and like I had back pain for like a month after that night, dude. It was so bad. Yeah.
You
and 20-year-olds shouldn't have back pain. That shouldn't be a thing. Yeah.
Did you use your shoe as a pillow?
Yeah. It was. I'm still cringing thinking about it now. So that was my least favorite memory of a misadventure with Kareem. Another good one was our two random. Let's walk from Santa Monica to Chinatown, which was like 21 miles and took us 8 hours. And then the other day was walking from Santa Monica to Palos Verdes, which is 33 miles. And like it was like 90,000 steps or something. Yeah.
Did you so like I had to tap out. My knees were shot for 2 months after that. You were ready to do the full.
I would have went
like,
back. I would have
yeah.
went back. We also got stopped by the cops in Palos Verdes because it was like 4 a.m. They're like, "Who are these two brown people just walking through our neighborhood?" You know. But they were cool. They let us go. You know.
Yeah. They were like just checking. Yeah.
Just checking, just doing their cop duties, I guess. I don't know. And then Kareem's mom bailed us out and she drove us back to Santa Monica. What a champ. Yeah.
They did, yeah. They were probably out for like morning prayers at that time, and like,
Right.
yeah, so they saved me. You would have been fine, but like, yeah, my knees were already screwed for like 2 months after.
That was rough. But the walk to Chinatown was legendary. That was one of the most fun days of my life. Just doing random cool stuff like that. So definitely a favorite memory of those times.
That's pretty awesome.
Mhm.
On that note, let's go to the lightning round.
All right. Time to feed the ducks. Here we go. So 6 questions. Kind of brings you back to the Santa Monica, scene and all that kind of stuff. First one is going to be, what was the best off-campus lunch spot?
Oh, fuck it, El Pollo Loco, just for the vibes.
Okay. I'm like that too. It's either Taqueria or El Pollo Loco. Yeah. I like that. What's the hardest class you took at Samo?
No, weirdly enough, guitar. There was one thing where we had to like listen and transcribe from listening, and that was the lowest grade I got. I got like a 15% on that test.
Oh, that's insane. Okay. And did you pass the class or no?
The class I passed, but like that test, yeah, that was I struggled with that.
Wow. They should have played some Nirvana for you guys. That's crazy. All right. Which year of high school would you most like to relive if you had to wake up tomorrow and relive that entire year?
Either senior or junior year, because that's when I cut my hair and started kickboxing, and it was like the beginnings of like kind of my identity in a way.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So the hair was interesting. That was the whole thing for you. I like that. Would you rather have a late start Wednesday or an early release Friday?
That's a work from home thing. Early release Friday.
Yeah. Early release. Okay. So you can get off and catch a plane to Thailand. I like that. Respect. Let's see. Who was the hottest teacher at Samo?
I need to go to school more. Who?
I ditched every damn day. Legend.
Who teachers?
Yeah.
Miss Gasper.
You have any females?
Any of the yoga teachers?
Ooh.
I didn't even know they had yoga.
Right? This guy's in yoga, and we're just sitting in stats and like hard classes, Jim. What the hell? Yeah. He would skip stats to go to yoga to hit on the teachers.
Was it worth it? I would rather be in yoga with Karim staring at hot yoga teachers.
Me too, dude. Yeah, what? So that was a class? What class was this?
This is yoga. This is sophomore year. You can do yoga. Yeah.
I should have hit you up, man, to like get my schedule straight.
I would have done that.
I would have done that. Yeah. I would have done like auto mechanic stuff and with like rod game, and I would have done. There was like visual design. I think Jesse told us about that. There's all these classes I didn't even know existed, dude.
I did digital design. That was worth it. That was great.
Did you have rod game on you?
So weird. We had James McFadden, and then Rod Game was like there on vacation, and he was in the background for like 5. It was kind of cool. Didn't have a proper episode with him.
It's a lost episode.
It's a lost. We got to get him back. Yeah. So shout out Rod Game, the craziest Russian I ever did meet. But
if you touch his ear, he slapped his own head.
Oh my, yeah, he had a lot of weird quirks. That guy was a wild guy for sure. Final lightning round question is: what song from our high school era is still on your playlist today?
Oh shit! I have to look. Oh, it's probably Dead Press. I started listening to Dead Press.
Ooh, good call, brother.
The whole Let's Get Free album. That's probably a song.
Ooh, Dead Prez Animal Farm is still
Yeah,
like one of the greatest songs, dude. Yeah. Damn, we haven't heard that in a while. That's solid. We always get like Black Eyed Peas or some bullshit, you know?
Some
Kareem's
bullshit.
bringing the hits, dude. Kareem's
Low-key.
bringing the hits.
No, low-key. I discovered low-key in high school, I think.
Okay.
Low-key is still on there. Yeah, probably low-key.
Loki's on there. Yep. The UK rapper.
Okay, rap. Yeah.
UK rap, very underrated for sure. Nice. Well, you survived the lightning round. You survived the hot seat. You survived the job deep dive. Damn, you're just a survivor, Kareem. This is wild. You're just taking shots everywhere and just dodging them like Matrix shit right here. So you now get the final word and the plugs, Jim. If there's anything else you want to say, but
The floor is yours, Kareem. You shoot out whatever you want at your classmates, our classmates, in the future, or whatever you want to say. It's all yours.
No, just hi. No plugs. Just hi. Yeah.
just hi, dude. This guy's going old school.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on, Kareem. Give us some like Thailand wisdom and shit. All right.
Yeah, what's like
like
what are you interested like what should people like search or like I don't know who's the best comedian or so hot take right now.
If you have the time, go to Mesot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Mason.
All right. Wait. So just I could just say this and then I'm out.
You can say anything you want and then you're out, dude. You can leave like a legend.
All right, free Palestine. I'll say that.
Hey, nice. All right. Hashtag free Palestine. Is there any like YouTube channel people should follow to kind of stay informed about this whole thing, or like you do a pretty good job of like keeping me informed on your Instagram, so I appreciate that.
So I don't know. I think So Informed is like there's one that's like So.informed, which is pretty good.
Okay.
but I think I don't know. I think yeah. I should probably like I would hesitate. I want like I would like need to like get. I would need to like spend a lot of time and
Right.
like really like make sure I give a good answer for that one. I don't want to leave anyone.
I got you. We can compile that up later and put in the show notes of how to follow and support.
Kareem, one
and all
more
that.
thing. When's your next stand-up performance?
Yeah.
Yes, I right now I'm just doing open mic nights and like I have an idea for like a set, but I don't want to rush it. I want to just spend like I'm just going to open mic nights and just trying to get it good. But probably in a couple months I'll have like a good set to do.
Is this in LA?
Jim,
Yeah, it'll be in LA. And
I will go with you, dude. I will join you at open mic night. Okay.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I mean, wait, you're in LA, right?
I'm in LA, dude. Yeah.
I'm at like I don't know. There's like I'll go to like the Slice Mic at the Crow sometimes. Someone's like, yeah. There's open mic nights all over. So like,
I'm down, and we'll make Tyler super jealous because he's all the way in Seattle. And
just FaceTime me, bro.
We'll do that, of course.
we should do a combination poetry comedy open mic.
They should make more of those. Yeah,
Dude,
that'd be legit.
But I
That's
will
awesome.
on your next roundabout. But if that's the last word, Kareem, I guess it's free Palestine. Go follow him on Instagram. And just like that, that was the Alumni Podcast. Go follow Kareem. Follow our Alumni Podcast page. We're on YouTube. We're on TikTok. Hell, we're even on Twitter or X now.
X, brother.
And go find us. Go follow us. Apple Podcasts, YouTube is where we're mainly stated at. We appreciate the support. And thank you.
That's it. Peace.
Peace.